So today's the 23rd of May 2024. So yeah, I had a pretty positive day today, and what I wanted to do today, I got done. So it was nice and productive. The main thing I done today was shoot content for my agency. Even though I thought I finished the assignment, I had to go back to it. So I wanna give you sort of a bit of like a lesson today and some value and something that I learned, or not learned, but something that I've learned over my journey so far that I want to give to you. So the first thing really was that I was looking at the top guys in my niche at the moment for agency, and I was like, okay, the one thing that these guys have in different to me is that they look more established. They've got more content. They've got more of a broadness of content, and they just look more established. That's it. And I was like, that's what I need to do because I don't look established at the moment. I look new, and I guess I am. If you think about it, I've only been working with coaches 5 months, but I've got a good service. I know it works. So I need to build up my things. So that's what I was doing. And I was looking at it from like a non-emotional perspective, detaching myself from it and just thinking like, right, what do I need to do? And that was it. So that was the main majority of my day. The other thing was that the client who's an abuse coach, really struggling to book her in calls. And thankfully my mum sort of come to the rescue, funnily enough, because she's a counsellor as well. She was telling me about this thing called talking therapy. So we're going to try something new. We're actually going to do the DMs via text, which is completely different. Not the DMs, the sales call via text. I've never done a DM close in my life, but we're going to try it. Because the people are too scared to get on the call, so we're going to try it that way. Now, the last thing is, obviously, I had to redo this uni assignment. And what was funny is I jumped on a call to sort it out because I was like, I knew it was so wrong, and I was like, I need to get this right because can't have my 9 to 5 on my back, and I was the only one on there, and they sort of went through how to do it. I pressured them a little bit to show me. They're not allowed to, but I pressured them to because I was the only one on there, and what was funny was the first ever answer I got it right, and I wasn't actually a million miles off. So here's what I want to share with you today. The main thing, a big thing that I've learned in this journey is to sort of detach from it emotionally as much as possible. Now, obviously, that's hard. That's not as easy as it sounds, but you're gonna you're gonna be emotionally attached because it's your business, right? You care. My worst moments is when I've been too emotionally involved with it, and I get in my own head and I overthink. And one thing that I've really learned, which I think will help anyone, no matter what sort of business you're doing, is first of all, everything everything passes. So think about the problems you had 3 months ago, 6 months ago, a year ago that you're losing sleep over, driving you mad. You forgot about them now. They're not that big of a deal because they're gone. So that's the first thing I want you to think, like, consider the fact that the problems that were keeping you up at night before aren't even a thing in your life anymore. That's the first thing. And the second thing is like, trust yourself. I think sometimes I second guess myself too much and I think too much, which is actually my downfall. And it leads to me actually doing like what I did with the uni assignment, where I had it all right, but because I doubted myself and I listened to some other joker, I changed it all and got it wrong, which meant I had to do it again. Same with my email campaign. I changed my email campaign back to my emails, and since I changed them back to mine, they've worked again. So I need to have more faith and belief in myself, and not that I don't, but like trust my own opinion more. And I guess that's a skill that everyone's got to learn. I think you yeah, you've got to have that trust and belief in yourself. And even if you do, sometimes it's hard not to stray away from that. And like you can see with me, that's what's happened with me the last couple of days. But yeah, I think having that, just trust yourself, trust your judgment, and try and look at it as non-emotionally as possible is the best thing you can do. I remember Well, let's think back. Even if you watch my videos back 2, 3 months in February when I had that nightmare fucking client, she she would drive me absolutely insane, and I'd be so stressed because it weren't working and all this stuff. I forgot about that problem. It's not even on my mind anymore. Like, it's done. It's gone. So it's about managing that and reminding yourself. Now, again, like I said, it's not easy. You've got to consciously remind yourself, and that's the hardest part. But now, a lot of the time, I catch myself going, okay, I always catch myself going, okay, it's not that big of a deal. It will pass. The problems you had before have passed. It will pass. And look, they all do. And at the end of the day, the world still goes round. The sun still comes up. Sun still goes down. Everyone gets on with their days. You get on with your day, and it moves on. So I think if you can emotionally detach from it as much as possible and just look at it from a non-emotional, non-biased perspective, if you can develop that skill, you'll be head and shoulders above everyone. And again, I'm not perfect. I'm still working on that myself. But one thing I've realized is that that's such a valuable skill in this space. And it's that recently I've been getting a lot better at it, and it's helped me so much more. But yeah, I think it's just important to build that skill essentially. So yeah, hope that was useful for you. Hope that was good. And the other cool thing I'd like to mention, one of the subscribers reached out to me and he asked me for some help, and he got his first client from my help, which was I thought was pretty cool. Obviously, it weren't paid or anything. I just gave him. He sent me his emails, and I saw where he could improve just based off my experience. So yeah, no, it's cool. It's cool, man. Like I love this. I really do love this journey, and like that's why I know I'm gonna win, because I love it. I think it's so cool. Like knowing how to do sell, how to market, all of this stuff. I think is so cool, so unique, and yeah, I'm just looking forward to where this can go, because I know I can take this levels up. So yeah, patience, control those emotions, and we'll get there slowly.